What up, YouTube? It's your boy JB, and we are here with the review for The Real Housewives of Dallas, Season 5, Episode number 8. Episode is titled, Austin, We Have a Problem. And before we get into this video, you guys, to my people, since this is a Texas video, to my people who are in Texas, who follow me, who watch me, you guys, be safe out there, because effective next Tuesday, Governor Hot Wheels here is lifting the mask mandate, and he's opening up the state 100%. Do I agree with that? Not really, but this guy is gonna continue to wear his mask just to, so I can feel safe. But yeah, if you guys don't want to wear a mask, just be safe, keep your distance, do all that stuff. But let's get into the review, shall we? All right, you guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. When it comes to Dallas this season, the people that I like, I'm having issues with them. I'm having a lot of issues with some of the girls this season. Because I feel like everybody is coming down so hard on Tiffany. Like, I just don't understand it. Like Cameron is upset that Tiffany corrects her language. Well, to Cameron, you would hate me because that's what I do. Like, if you say something incorrectly or if you spell something incorrectly, I'm going to point it out to you. Like, hey, like people who use the word your for your, and they spell Y-O-U-R. But if you read the sentence, what they're trying to say is, I think you're a complete jerk. Some they'll say, oh, you're a complete jerk, and I'll be like, you really meant you're, Y-O-U apostrophe R-E, or there, T-H-E-I-R, C-H-E-R-E, and T-H-E apostrophe, it's T-H-E-Y apostrophe R-E. Like, if you use things incorrectly, like if you spell something incorrectly, I will bring it to your attention. If you mispronounce a word, I will correct you. Like, it's not to be a jerk or an asshole. It's just to be like, hey, I don't want you to go in front of someone else and use that, that word or that terminology, and you're using it in the wrong way. So I'd rather do that. So, and then, Stephanie, and if you guys don't know, like, I love me some Stephanie. I love Stephanie. Love Stephanie. But Stephanie, I got to call you out. Like, I got to call you out. As much as I love you, I got to call you out. So you're talking about Tiffany and the fact that she, what is it? What did she say? Oh, we guys went to her house about the rules. Well, I'm sorry, Stephanie. Love you. Once again, like I said, love you. If you come to my house, I'm going to set some rules for my house. Like, I might say, I don't want you to wear shoes in my house. I don't want you to wear this, and I don't want you to do this in my house. Like, it's respecting I'm laying down some rules. So that way, if you say, oh, well, you didn't say that, you didn't want us to go in this room. You didn't want us to touch this. You didn't want us to wear no shoes. You didn't want us to do this, X, Y, Z. You're going to get some rules when you come into my house. Just period, point blank. End of discussion. And Stephanie is also talking about, the fact that she was talking about her toilets. Now, I don't find that to be a big deal. Somebody talking about how many toilets they got. I could not care any less than I already probably didn't care about your toilets. Just tell me where I go to take a piss and a number two, and we good. That's it. But it ain't that big of a deal. Like, I really honestly wanted Cameron to shut the hell up, and again, it pains me to say this about Stephanie, but I really wanted Stephanie to be quiet because it just wasn't that deep. So then we see Cameron. So Cameron goes into the house. She's talking to D'Andra, and she's advocating for Carrie. I don't feel that was her place. I feel like if, Cameron, but if Carrie wanted to have a conversation with D'Andra, she could have. But unfortunately, she was drunk, so she's not going to have a in-depth conversation with D'Andra about how she's feeling. But, Cameron told D'Andra that she feels that, Carrie wants D'Andra to be more present in her life and be a friend to her. Cool. Let's move on. All right, you guys. So then let's move over to day 2. So day 2 starts out. The ladies are doing workouts with hula hoops. Looked fun. I don't know. I mean, I guess you're working out. I guess that's your core that you would be working out. I don't know. So then after they finished that, they all said, I think it was Cameron who told the ladies to go get in their swimsuits because they're going to go on a houseboat. So they go on a houseboat, and Tiffany and Cameron are talking about how they're going to get, they might get, a little seasick, motion sickness, and Brandy had some pills that she gave them, some nausea pills that she gave them on the bus ride to Austin. So Brandy, and those dissolves when you put them on your tongue, they just dissolve. So then Brandy gave them some more, but this time the ones that she gave them, they did not dissolve. And Tiffany was like, oh, because Tiffany kept saying, oh, you just put them under your, because they were talking about them, they were looking at them, and she's like, oh yeah, you just put them under your tongue and they'll easily dissolve. And I feel like those might have been the over-the-counter ones that dissolve, because I had some last year when I thought I was thinking that I had vertigo, but I don't know what it was with me last year. I just got really sick. My eyes would like move this way. My eyes would move, my head would spin, and I would get dizzy and I would throw up. But that soon went away. I actually still don't know what that was. I went to the emergency room. They told me it wasn't vertigo. I think it was something with I think it was an ear infection that I was having. Actually, that's what it was. It was an ear infection that was causing that. Wow, an ear infection. Now, Brandy, because the pills that Brandy gave them, they didn't dissolve. These are the ones that you have to take with water. Brandy got so offended by that. I'm like, girl, why are you offended? All Tiffany said was, it's not an ODT. It's one that you take with water. And that's Brandy's insecurity. That was literally her insecurity playing in with that situation, because Tiffany didn't say anything to you that would elicit that response. Also, Carrie and D'Angelo, they finally made up with each other. Thank God. Thank God for that one. Oh, this review might be short. Because I'm almost at the end of my notes. All right, you guys. So then the ladies go back. They didn't have dinner. They had s'mores by the campfire. And, Cameron is telling them a story. So actually before this, Cameron I feel like that was a producer. Because when he came out, the chainsaw had a camera attached to it. But whatever. So she's going to prank the girls because, over the seasons, the girls have pranked her. I don't even know if you call those pranks, to be quite honest with you. They were funny to me, but I don't know if you would call those pranks. And I say they're funny because Cameron is a stick in the mud. So yeah, she's telling them the story. Then she asked Brandy, do you have a story? Now, she had a word for the guy with the chainsaw that she would say, that is so frightening, or something like that. So she said the word, and she said it more than once. But then he eventually came out, ding, 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 with the chainsaw. And they had fun. I guess they had fun. I don't know. I know Stephanie said she pissed herself, and I know Tiffany said she shit on herself. It is what it is. It was kind of fun, I guess you could say. So let's move on. All right, you guys, and then day 3 of the trip. So we see Cameron, we see Tiffany, and we see Stephanie. So they go out. I'm assuming they went out on a hike in Austin. And at the house, it was D'Angelo. It was D'Angelo, Carrie, and Brandy. So D'Angelo finally takes it upon herself to, first of all, let's talk about D'Angelo real quick. So I think it was a night that they, the chainsaw man came out. D'Angelo was in bed, and Tiffany was like, girl, what is all of that shit you taking? You know who she reminds me? You know what she reminds me of? If you guys have watched, which season was that of Beverly Hills, where Lisa Rinna was walking around with that little bag of pills? Oh my God. Because that's what it reminds me of, that season of Beverly Hills. I think that was season 8, right? Season 7 or 8. I'm trying, because Dorit was on the show. How many seasons has Dorit been on Beverly Hills at this point? I don't know. I think it was season 8. Because it was all, coincidentally, I think it was also the season that Renna as Dorit were people in her bathroom doing coke. Housewives connoisseurs, let me know, because I think that was that season. That's what it gave me flashbacks to her. So D'Andra, she's asking Carrie about her kids. You know what? I'm not gonna say. I don't have anything to say about Carrie's kids. Now, the one that has the anxiety and the depression, I do hope she's okay. I really hope she's okay, especially going through, this whole COVID situation. I hope she's found her footing, and I really hope she's well. So then Carrie asked D'Andra about her relationship with her brother, and D'Andra really didn't want to talk about it. My thing with that is, I feel like D'Andra has set her expectations way too high. That's my one thing with her. I just feel like she set her expectations a little high. I mean, nothing's wrong with that when it comes to your family. You want to have high expectations. But with family, if you haven't had a relationship with them, if you haven't had a conversation with them in years, you shouldn't automatically expect for them to just be like, just because you're in a good space and you want to move forward, they might not be there. You know what I'm saying? So it's easier to go in with, some sort of, I'm not going to say low expectations, but don't have super duper high expectations. Just be in the middle. Be like, if they reach out to me, that is amazing. And if they don't reach out to me, at least I tried. I put forth the effort, and the ball is basically in their court. That's where I think D'Andra should have went, because now she's she's hurt. Her feelings are hurt, and she, like I said, she was expecting for them. I can't really speak and say that that's what she was expecting, but from what you see on the show, you just would assume that she felt that, since I'm reaching out to them, they'll just automatically reach back out to me. But then also the other thing is with that, when the whole situation was about your dad's, will, his last will and testament. And you guys were awarded, you guys won that whole situation, whereas your stepmother and your brother, they lost. So there might be some resentment there. So again, that's why I say, go in with great intentions. Go in, have hope for a better relationship and for a better future, but also be receptive to the fact that they might not be at a point in their lives and in a spot where they want to just have a conversation with you. You have to accept that. But I do wish D'Andra, the best with her brother and her stepmother. And, on the flip side, we have Stephanie and Cameron talking about their relationship with their husbands. I'm going to be honest with you guys, I wasn't listening to it, so I can't regurgitate it to you. Now, I was listening to Tiffany talk about her situation. She's going to have her meeting with her supervisor. So, she's talking about she wants to cut back at work. So all she said was she just wants one, day to herself. That's understandable. I mean, most people who work have 2 days a weekend. So that's understandable. I'm not, so yeah. So then we go to the final dinner. Well, I don't know if this is the final dinner or what, but we go to dinner. And Brandy addresses Tiffany, and she asks Tiffany, is she uncomfortable around her? I'm like, why would Tiffany feel uncomfortable around you? It's you who feels uncomfortable around Tiffany. And you feel uncomfortable around Tiffany because of that video that you did. And that is just on you, Brandy. That is your guilt eating you. You talked to Tiffany. Tiffany let you know how she felt. She never once said that you were racist. They get on my fucking nerves up there. She never once said you were racist. She never said anything bad about you. So I don't know why you feel defensive, feel guarded, and things like that. That is mainly your own guilt. eating at you. But that's where the episode ended. Be sure to like this video, leave your comments in the comment section below, subscribe to the channel, and hit that did I say hit that bell notification button? If I didn't, I said it again. If I did, I said it again. Also, you guys go subscribe to my planner channel. That link is in the description bar below. Also, you guys stay safe, take care of yourselves. Remember, wash your hands, please wear your masks, so socially distance, and we'll get through this together, you guys. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys. So the next one, you guys, I'm really debating about doing New Jersey. I did the first episode. Last week's episode, I didn't do it because I just didn't feel like it. But we'll see about it, you guys. We will definitely see. I'm just not fond of Teresa. But we'll see. If you now that Salt Lake City's gone off, you might get it, you might not. I can't give you a promise on that one. But I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.